gotta laugh a little bit now. We finna get into it, man. I seen the post. Shout out to Ebony Jones, McClellan alumni. I think she went to UAPB too.
Yeah.
Pine Bluff alumni, man. Post on her page. I think she shared the post, but it's just funny, man. This is, they're always talking about how men are. Let's talk about some of these women out here in these streets, man.
Evo, what up?
Evo, what's the name? Hold on, let me find it real quick. Evo.
I always call Evo.
I zoomed it in. Ebony.
Evo.
She was funny too, man. She is a character, man. She was funny. So, I don't know what it is. Mini F baby? I guess she like Wheezy, I guess. Mini F baby? Maybe Mini C, crazy baby? All right. She said, so I started dating my best friend baby daddy after we broke up, which is gross, not to say.
You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Usually women beat up men about this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He slept with my friend. Why dudes always try to talk to my friend? And this is probably the reverse situation of that, I guess.
Yeah.
But this is a baby dad. They got a kid involved. And this dude was sleeping with your friend. I guess some people just like sharing spoons, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird, man. It's weird. But in her mind, she think it's fine, man. Just keep reading. Mind y'all, me and her was together when we first seen him, and she knew I liked him because I noticed him first and told her. Still weird, man. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why you have to, I don't say go after what you want. That sound kind of crazy, but sometimes you gotta take life the way it come at you sometimes. So many men out here, so many women out here. Why be stuck on somebody, one person, you know what I'm saying? Especially if your friend talks to them. But, I don't know, maybe that's too common. That's a common sense, right? I don't know.
I remember I looked at the comments. The person you talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna look at it. It's up there. It's above. We finna finish reading it. It's above. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I remember looking at the comments, and old girl was like, "I stuck up for you and all that." And it's like when she was talking about like, it ain't gonna be funny when I beat you up, because he said that's all right, and I still be sleeping with a black guy. Wow.
Man, for real. That's why it ain't worth it. That's why it ain't worth it, man. So you try to tell people, man, confrontation, it's like in the hood, it's almost baked in. We try to solve problems by fighting all the time. It ain't worth it.
But
the dude is still sleeping with your friend. He ain't coming with you, man. And y'all wasn't married. It would sound like, baby, y'all was just dating. What do you expect? But when he approached us, he ended up talking to her, and instead of her turning him down because I wanted him, she entertained him. He was supposed to be my man, so I'm not in the wrong. Man, people got a way of thinking, boy. They got a way of making it sound so good in their minds. She think it sounds so good. Just posting this make me think, did she think this was a good idea, man?
Yeah, man.
Man, that's crazy, man. I mean,
hopefully stuff like this just clickbait.
I hope so, man. It didn't look like it from the text, though. It didn't look like it. Let's go up and read the text. Can I zoom in some more? Or is that it? That's the max that let me zoom in. It says, I know you wronged people in your past, but I never expected you to do me like that. Sometimes you just can't put stuff past people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if she did it to other people, what make it? Even in the hood, you know, if your homeboy grimy, you gotta be careful about situations you get in with people that's grimy, you know what I'm saying? it's very hard to find somebody that can just turn it on and turn it off. And that's even in a whole nother scenario within itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you about to say though, Phil?
I think we touched on stuff like that before. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure though, but I probably have. But it's stuff like that. Like, men know men.
Yeah. Men know women too. Men know women too.
Like,
I mean, we just don't say nothing to argue. I'm not fit to argue with you about it, but I know personalities. It's more of a personality thing, right? But it's just now, you know, some women have that same kind of grimy kind of personality. I mean, just go across the board. Yeah.
Listen, that's where a lot of the conflict comes into play. Like, women are starting to move like men, and which is gonna be it's gonna constantly be.
It's already been like that,
you know, no, huh?
It's already been like that, man.
Nah, it wasn't like that.
Yes.
No.
When I graduated out of high school, when I went on my little journey of dating and was dating older women, I'm telling you, they move like that. It's just all about the group of people you talking to, I guess, or the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not all women, of course, not all women moving like that, but it seems there are a group of women who move like dudes do. I want to say another word, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna chill out. Ninjas, how about that? They move like ninjas. You know what I'm saying?
That's just, you know, that's just a certain set, but it's like everybody coming to that certain mindset, and it's like, of course, it's always gonna be a conflict.
I wish I could play that song, but I can't because they'll ding me for it. But you know the song, the SOS band? Just Be Good to Me? Mm-hmm. When was that song made?
Oh, like 70s.
All right. You don't think women were saying that to dudes? I don't care what people say. Just be good to me. I don't care what you did to them. No. Just be good to me. You don't think women... I've been told that when I was younger by older women. I don't care what you do with them young girls. You just be good to me.
No, it's not the same. That's not the same.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
It's a big difference.
Oh my God, man.
It's a big difference.
Man.
It's a big difference if your woman that you in love.
No, I'm talking about when you meet them, they know your reputation. There's a lot of girls out here that know dudes' reputations when they talk to them. And they'll say, well, as long as you don't do it to me, I'm good.
But that's not the same. I'm talking about the ones that already had that mentality.
Right.
That's not the mentality you thinking about. Is not the same. It's like, no, they gonna do you something bad.
Yeah. I just learned growing up in the hood, you don't put nothing past nobody. Number one.
Yeah.
No, number one.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your third cousin on your dad's side.
Yeah. Like, that ain't normal. That's not normal.
It ain't normal, but sometimes it kind of is. When you think about life, living in the woods, in the wilderness, it kind of is normal when you're in the streets.
That's not normal.
There is no normalcy in the streets, man. It's all kind of stuff mixed in. It's like an assorted donut box. There is no one particular thing.
Yes, and that's not normal. I don't care
right.
what people.
That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as normal in the street. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's not normal.
Get it how you live. Get it how you live, man.
Yeah, that's what it is, and that's why it's gonna be dumpster juice.
Yep, exactly. You gotta move carefully. You have to come to a realization that if you play around in the streets long enough, you will experience heartache. Your feelings will be hurt. You will get ghosted at sometimes, whether man or woman. You're gonna get ghosted, and you got to know where your league is. Sometimes you trying to go play in the big leagues, but you really at minor league level. There's different leagues to date. You got to be careful about, man. And like the trick league, right? Call it the trick league, where dudes be tricking. That's a whole nother league of dating, man. You know what I'm saying? And
would say it ain't tricking if you got it. Whoever said that trying to trick me. You know
but you ain't got the money to do that though. That's a whole nother league, boy, to mess you up.
Listen, what they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. Whoever said that trying to trick me, because it is. But it ain't tricking if it's. But
it's the cheat code. It was the cheat code though. I mean, like dudes use that to bypass the whole dating process and the talking and stuff. Why do all that when I could just pay a light bill? It's probably what, $100 or something, $150. I don't know.
And that's why you can't complain once you get tricked.
Yeah, Now back to this. She said, I never expected you to do me like that. I don't know why. When she said you wrong people in your past. When your baby daddy ex-girlfriend blacked your eye for starting mess, I was right by your side, Minnie. Oh well. And you gotta realize, just because when you dealing with grimy people, they don't think about the whole picture. They just think about the right now. They don't think about those things. They just think about the right now. You know what I'm saying? Or just dealing with anybody, period. Some people just think about they'll start drama over the smallest stuff. They don't think about the whole picture or body of work. They just thinking about the right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty crazy. And she said, oh my God, she said, Janelle, what the F does me losing a fight have to do with what's going on now? Man, she being sarcastic about it. You're bringing up irrelevant S. Girl, I started messing with your baby daddy after y'all broke up. Also, you knew I wanted him first, so technically I didn't wrong you. He was supposed to be my man, which is weird, boy, just justifying. So, what I want to say, what makes it kind of weird, even though it's your friend, they got a kid, so you know they actually, you know what I'm saying, he laid down with her. Like, I don't know, man, it's weird, man. And then, she said, I dated him after y'all broke up. Is it fair game after they break up?
You see, that it just proves one point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The streets, everybody make their own rules. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. In the streets.
No, it just proves one point, man.
What's that?
You might have to bleep it out, but you ninjas is too easy. It's too easy. You thinking about the numbers, you know it ain't about the numbers. You niggas just too easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy. Like a woman ain't gotta say much. And you be ready to be like, oh, I'm gonna eat your booty and all this other type of stuff. And then you realize you didn't got tricked.
Who's more accountable, him or they both accountable? But who's more? Who's more accountable?
No, you gotta hold yourself accountable as a man.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but
to him, he like, what I supposed to do? She throwing it at me. I'm just telling you the mindset of a dude like this.
But
whack, but I'm saying
you can't be easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's that easy.
He probably wasn't it, man. Looking at this woman, she probably took dude around the world. He didn't know what to do, man. He didn't know what to do. Next thing you know, and now he's stuck.
He wasn't stuck.
He's stuck.
He wasn't stuck.
I mean, look at the picture, man. He's like,
he's doing. He's doing what a man is naturally gonna do until you hold yourself accountable. That's all it is.
Yeah,
like
somebody's ignorant that ain't got no sense. She gonna do what somebody ain't. Yep, you right.
You gonna knock it
no
down.
argument there. Yeah.
You gonna knock it down, and then now. It's cool for bragging rights because you be like, you know what?
Oh yeah, when you in the streets, anything go. This is any woman out there. When you in the streets, you cannot take your principles or your good-hearted principles into the streets. It will not work. It won't work. It won't work. You can say, and this dude, yeah, it's a notch in the belt. Man, I knocked down a girl and a friend. He know he gonna brag about that. You know what I'm saying? And then if this is real, he probably like, yeah, this make it even more. Man, that's crazy.
You know, but that's you know, it's each decision you make is gonna create a monster within another monster. You know?
Oh yeah, 100%. He not thinking long term. 100%. He not thinking long term. Definitely crazy. I mean, this is a woman you had a kid by, and that's why I was trying to tell women, man, you need to have a kid after you get married and get the commitment finalized. This is what happens when you have a kid with somebody that you don't know. You just out there rolling the dice.
Yeah.
And now this is what happens. He can leave and go do this while you holding the bag. You know what I'm saying? This is the perfect situation to explain. But somebody gonna say, oh no, man, you know, everybody, just because you have a kid don't mean you got to get married. But guess what? This is the product, the byproduct of that kind of stuff. When you don't have a commitment and you just out here having kids. And then this would be the same dude that'll be crying about why she put me on child support.
Yeah. It's only like, the only thing about child support that I agree on is like if that person is just really just sorry like this, then I could see it. But in all respect, even if a person was sorry, I'm from a different era. Like my mama didn't put my dad on child support. Should have, could have. And then once that kid grow up, they have to know like, damn, that mother probably was just sorry like that.
But see, here's the deal. I'm gonna give you an analogy, right? When you know the stakes of the game that you're playing, there are stakes involved. Just like roll the dice. Every time you roll the dice, there's something involved. Like you playing in basketball. If you go into the NBA, there are rules. There are things that come with. If you want to go pro, it's gonna cost you this. Same way with the dating game. It's been happening since the 80s. I realized this before I started dating. I said, if I mess up, if I mess around and have a kid out here, there's a possibility that before I get married, I could be put on child support, whether I agree with it or not. It's just part of you want to play the dating game, that's part of the cons. The pros and cons, that's part of the cons of the dating game. You agree?
To a certain extent.
I understand what you're saying, how women weaponize. There are some women that weaponize child support, but you got to understand that that's part of the game. You got to realize what you out here doing.
To a certain extent. Like,
we just talked about being accountable like 5 minutes ago.
That's what I'm saying, to a certain extent, because not everybody's out here just trying to get their little wee-wee wet. You know what I'm saying?
But how do you have a kid though?
Because some people just like, man, I really in love with this person.
But that's the risk of falling in love without being in a committed relationship. Guess what happens?
But just getting your wee-wee wet is totally different. You know,
it's the same thing. It's still the same thing. You still get the wee-wee wet. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a gamble.
No, it's not the same thing.
See, you justifying just like this girl is. You trying to make it. You trying to make it sound good. Okay.
You trying to make it sound good.
No, I'm telling you, if you take the gamble, the minute that you mess around with a woman and you're not committed, you're taking the risk. That's what I'm saying.
And that's your honest thought. But I'm telling you, like, everybody just wasn't out there trying to just
if you wasn't out there trying to put up the numbers.
Yeah.
If you get a woman pregnant and you're not committed to her, the chances of you getting on child support is high. She can put you on child support, especially in the 2000s now.
That's when you just fucking. That's when you just messing around. I can't speak on just messing around. Even if you in the house with her and you don't know that person's personality, they can lead you on just like they can sell you a dream, just like a dude can sell a girl a dream, right? That's what I'm saying. That's the risk. It's all in the risk. Sometimes we just look at certain parts of the risk that we think. Then it's that unknown stuff that you don't know about. And
that's what I'm saying.
And what I'm saying is you really have to break down before I even start sleeping with somebody. I'm gonna assess the whole situation. I'm just not just jump into it just cause of how they look and how they can talk. No, I wanna see who this person really is.
But what I'm saying is, if you assess the situation and you hold yourself accountable, if you have a kid by this woman and she puts you on child support, you have to be accountable and say that's part of the game. I took a risk, right or wrong.
That's right.
That's all I'm saying.
And what I'm telling you is also, once you already assess the situation, that's whether or not you want to choose to ignore those red flags.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people ignore the red flags. They do. They ignore them.
Yes.
And this dude right now, stupid stuff, man. Ignoring the red flag. It be the main one complaining, man, she put me in child support, man.
No, it's the
I'm not agreeing with her if she weaponized child support. I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm saying it's part of the risk that you take by having a kid outside of a commitment, a marriage with a woman, and you're not committed to her. She could go down to the office and put you on child support.
But
That's
it's ways to limit it too, also.
Right, it is. But most dudes don't do it. Yes, you can make paperwork. You can get a lawyer and make a binding contract. You never have to get on child. But how many dudes gonna do it though? Yeah, how many dudes gonna do it? It's like a small percentage, a 0.1%.
They know it, but if you just out there, like say, you just trying to get your little stuff wet, or that person just trying to get off real quick.
Yeah. She said, Minnie, we were supposed to be best friends. You could have any man you want, but you go after my baby daddy, that's nasty AF.
Yeah.
You're everything people say about you, and to think I used to defend your trifling behind. Karma is going to do more to you than me beating your behind. People close to you know you can't fight. Man, people always use physical, man. It don't solve nothing, man. It really don't. And she just told you that too. Okay, let's say you do fight me and I lose. I'm literally going to sleep with your baby daddy with the black eye on my face. So I still win. Oh.
It's cold. It's a cold world out here.
I would tell you to go play with your kids, but they're over here with me, their future stepmom. Oh, you gotta know when to stop, man. Sometimes you just gotta leave it alone, cause I know that hurt.
Mom T, that's my mom T, that's my stepmom.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Shout out to Ebony, man, for that. Shout out to Ebony, man, for that post, man. That was funny, man. That's crazy, man. I hope it's clickbait. I hope that ain't real, man.
You know.
Oh.
But it is somebody that's going through this. Even if they wasn't a person that went through it, it's somebody that go through it.
Now, let's talk about this.